Whether we play it, whether we write it, or whether you guys are just here to listen and appreciate it, listen to your favorite songs, your favorite CDs, whatever it is, we are all here because music is truly a universal language. Do we all agree with that? You could go in the middle of Siberia somewhere and watch a show and not even be able to communicate with the person sitting next to you, and yet you guys can get the same experience. Wonderful, wonderful music all over the world, man. So to elaborate a little bit on this intro that we played for you guys earlier about vibrational, sound waves and frequencies and all these things that touch us emotionally, it's really amazing to me. Because as I was sitting there writing my book a while ago, I was sitting with my publisher and we were having a bottle of wine, and there was that song came on the radio by the Mamas and the Papas called California Dreamin'. You know that song? Good song, right? And I love the song, I really do, but whenever I heard the song, I always remember it made me feel heavy and kind of sad and put me in a thought process. And I wondered why, so I was telling him this and he goes, oh, that's interesting, it has no lyrical connection to my life at all or anything like that, but for some reason just the sound of it, those heavy chords and the melodies that they chose in that song really always made me feel heavy. And so we started talking about this and we're like, I wonder why that is. Like, why does music affect us emotionally? And of course the first answer is always the lyrics, right? Oh, the lyrics bring me back to this place and whatever. But that can't necessarily be true, because why is it that we can listen to a violin player play solo by themselves and we could really feel the heaviness, the sadness to this piece, like to the point of tears. And so that's when we started going, okay, this is really deep. Now we're like fucking 2 bottles into it. And we're really going like, this is, wow, we might have discovered something here that no one else has ever thought of. That may have happened that night. I may have invented this theory. I thought about that. I should be way richer than I am. No, I'm kidding. That's so not rich. Look, I can't even afford pants. This is ridiculous. The shirt makes me kind of look like, oh, he may have done something well with his life, right? This shirt says, probably shops at Target? Maybe Neiman Marcus. Could be a Neiman Marcus shirt. It's so fucking not, though. It's like Marshalls. But yeah, so it was interesting, and as we were talking, I started to stumble onto this whole thing about the music and like why does it affect us? Well, why is it that like we can hear these frequencies and the sequence that we put them in, and if we play like what they call a major chord, right? It's like kind of happy sounding, right? It doesn't bother you. It's like that's fun. But if I just change the pattern, I just change my fingers, the position of my fingers, and I play something like this. Sounds sad, right? Does it sound sad? It's sad. Why? Why is that the sad chord? That's the part that freaks me out. And I sit here and I try to go, where did this, we know that music is an anomaly. It's truly something from the universe, but why is this the sad chord? Like, who dictated that? Who made that the sad chord? Why can't this be the happy chord? Timmy, you should be happy when I play this. And then you should be really sad when I go like, stupid. But you see where I'm going with this? Like, for some reason, these are just, sound waves are built off of something vibrating. It could be a drum, it could be a guitar string, it could be a piano string, whatever it is. It's just something vibrating. And yet, for some reason, when these vibrations connect and resonate against our bodies, it creates emotion. And that really is the miracle of music. That's the gift of music. We don't know where it comes from. We don't know how it came. But it's here, and it really does help us through our bad. I know there's a lot of people here, I'm sure that music has helped them get through a very bad time in their lives, right? Maybe even enhance some of the good times, the parties, all of whatever it was. I don't know what you guys are into, but I know that there's only a couple things on this planet that fuck with my head. And I'm gonna tell you what they are right now. Anything that has to do, shush. Just zip it for 1 second. Will you suck on your fucking margarita? And let me tell the story. Because people don't want to hear you flapping. They want to know what fucks with my head, right? Thank you. And her old man's sitting there going, honey, will you shut the fuck up for 4 seconds before I have to tie you in the trunk again? Why do I go to such dark places, Tim? What happened to me? I used to be nice. I've changed. There's seriously only a couple things that freak me out. It's really anything that has to do with infinity. Infinity bothers me, and I gotta tell you why. I cannot wrap my head around something that never ends. And so one of those things are numbers, right? They say that there's no, numbers go infinity, right? You can always add one. That's fucked up to me. That's really fucked up. You can always add one. I want to know what the highest number is. That's my point. What is the highest? There's got to be like a figure, and what is that called? Like, because we know we can get into the trillions and zillions, but they're saying that it never ever ends because you can always add one. And that's fucking weird. That's weird to me. And so the other thing is space. Space fucks with me so bad because you're telling me that we live on this little round planet, right? Which I just figured that out, by the way. We're on a round, the planet's round, I swear to God. And we're floating in space like a little marble. That's weird in itself, because you think you're sitting on the ground and we're totally floating in space. That's fucking weird to me. And you're telling me if we can build a ship that can shoot off this planet in any direction and just go straight, no lefts, no rights, no just go straight forever and ever, it never ends, space never ends. There's no fucking like a wall somewhere that just like you hit something, or maybe just a air pocket and nothing. It just, that's fucking weird to me, man.
It's a weird breed or something.
That's weird. It just, you go straight forever in one direction. So what about the other direction? Then that's for infinity too? All right, so that's see where I'm going. I'm sweating now. I'm all worked up because I know that we're not, aliens put us on this earth. I don't believe in aliens. I really think, okay, now shut up. Aliens put us on this earth. They definitely put us here because there's no way the human body is I'm not even gonna get into that. Just fucking trust me. Aliens put us here, we're an experiment. And people wonder why they say, oh, well, we don't believe in life in other planets, because if we did, or if they really come to visit us and these UFO sightings are real, then how come they haven't made contact with us yet? And I'm thinking, what the fuck are they gonna say to us? What are we gonna teach them? If they can zip in and out of the fucking universes and we're still putting gasoline in a car that fucking goes 55 miles an hour, what can we possibly teach them? So whatever, so we have no reason to talk to them. We're like a failure. We were an experiment. They planted us here in the earth, and then they came and visit us once in a while, and they look at us and they go, wow, they're still using gasoline? That's fucked up. We're out of here. We're gonna go visit the other planets that we created. All right, I don't know where I went with this, but... Oh yeah, it was about music. Music is incredible, man. I'm really glad that it's in my life. And although I don't understand these things that vibrate, I don't care. Because what I do know is they make me really happy when I play music. And I know even though I don't understand why these certain frequencies affect us emotionally, I try to figure out sometimes, I'll just pluck the strings randomly. And I go, okay, that makes no sense. But yet if I, again, change the pattern and I just start cleaning up the progression of this and I let these vibrations, these sound waves kind of go in order, you'll start to hear music. You'll start to hear songs that may even mean something to you. Songs that may sound familiar. This song? See? Just vibrations. You gonna sing it with us? So close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. can do way better than that, Jersey. Come on. I never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. All these words I don't just say. Nothing else matters. That's right, man. It's just music. Don't be afraid of it. Come on, sing with us. Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. Never care for what they do. Never care for what they do. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. And nothing else matters. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. These words I don't just say. And nothing else matters. Yeah, so I see and I find in you. Every day for something new. Open mind for a different view. And nothing else matters. No matter how far, I couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. And nothing else matters. Just vibrations.